To defeat your enemy, you have to understand them. There's always a bit of truth in legends.
The Empire's making our travels around the Outer Rim tougher all the time. Everywhere we go, we run into those guys. If this keeps up, we'll never be able to help the rebels establish a base.
Senator Organa heard about our losses. He's sending us reinforcements.
Sham Syndulla, at your service.
Get down!
You're a princess. You don't have to risk your life doing this.
I feel like because I can fight, I have to, for those who cannot. And I think you might be the same way.
The Jedi are growing in their power.
It will be their undoing.
My gut tells me this is a trap.
Is it wrong for me to fight? For me to protect my friends?
How did I choose to win? The question is. Growing your abilities are. And with them, danger.
He's amazing.
You should have seen him in person. He was my master.
The dark side. It pulls at him. It calls to him.
You seek knowledge. Call me Old Master.
You win by surviving.
Hang on!
I hate it when she says that.
Ezra, don't!
Ahsoka, why did you leave? Do you know what I've become?
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So I wanted to do a Rebels trailer video just because it looks like they're combining a lot of classic lore from the EU about Jedi with new Force Awakens Jedi lore. So it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Biggest new stuff right away. Princess Leia, Yoda, and what looks like a Dathomirian Sith Lord. Now, I don't know if he's a Sith Lord or not, but this looks like a Sith temple. This looks like a Sith holocron. So I'm assuming that this person is associated with that. But I think there was some confusion. A lot of people thought that he might be Supreme Leader Snoke. No, if you look at the shadow, you can see the face tattoos. He looks just like Darth Maul. It sounds like it could be Darth Maul. Sam Witwer is the guy who voiced Darth Maul for the Clone Wars. He could be back. He voiced Emperor Palpatine for Star Wars Battlefront. So if he can voice the Emperor, he could probably voice an older version of Darth Maul who becomes this Dark Master. But just to be clear, I haven't seen any official confirmation on Darth Maul, so all we know is that this is another son of Dathomir. That opening line of dialogue is from Ahsoka. She says, "To defeat your enemy, you have to understand them." As you can see, Rebels is just positing that Ezra might be on a similar trajectory to Anakin. He talks to Ahsoka about Anakin. You should have seen him in person. He was my master. Probably my favorite line from the trailer, though, is when Vader is confronting Ahsoka, and you hear the voice of Anakin. "Ahsoka, why did you leave? Do you know what I've become?" You have to remember that this is still Season 2. This is just the second half of Season 2. At the beginning of Season 2, they introduced the Vader character to the series. Ahsoka came out. She did not know that Vader was Anakin Skywalker till the end of that first episode. So be sure to go back and watch it if you don't remember. You might be wondering about these other Jedi here. This just looks like another sect of Jedi. It's a little confusing the way Episode 7 is treating light side and dark side Force users. Like, are there Jedi? Are there Sith? Are there other factions that we don't know about? I'm guessing that the Knights of Ren is just another faction that we're going to learn about. So this, just like that, is like a light side faction on the other side of that coin. I always get a lot of questions about what's canon now. The Clone Wars is still canon, Rebels is canon, so anything they deal with in the series, any characters they introduce, also exist in the movies, even if the movies never address it. There's like a whole lot of stuff that the movies will never have time to address. Most of the other big questions from the trailer, I mean, it's just jam-packed with like all the biggest action sequences from the next couple of episodes. But there's the crossguard saber, which looks like Kylo Ren's, but it looks like a working version of Kylo Ren's. Like Kylo Ren is a DIY lightsaber enthusiast, but he's just not that great at it yet. So this is probably also built on a kyber crystal, probably super powerful, so we'll understand more about this classic design, because Kylo Ren did build an ancient design to use his lightsaber, but the reason for the vents on his lightsaber are because the blade can't contain the energy. The kyber crystal in his saber is cracked. I don't know if that's the same case with Ezra's lightsaber that he's holding here. Just look at all the lightsabers in this trailer. It looks like Oprah showed up and was just like, you get a lightsaber, you get a lightsaber, you get a lightsaber. Because it's a show for young kids, they really want the sensational stuff. Little kids love lightsabers, so of course there's going to be lightsabers everywhere. I feel like Star Wars Rebels is a good show at its core, but a lot of people get turned off with its oversimplistic dialogue, some of its really easy to follow plots. It deals with some really interesting ideas, but because the show is written for little children, sometimes it can throw you off a little. Let me know in the comments, like, what are you really excited about after watching this trailer? And what do you think about Star Wars Rebels? Do you think it's getting more exciting now that it's in Season 2? I felt like it was really slow in Season 1. I tried to start doing videos, but I just couldn't stay interested. So I come back every once in a while. Usually, like, I'll wait a couple weeks and then I'll catch up on episodes. So I am totally open to doing Rebels videos, but I'm probably not going to do them every single week. I'll probably do an explainer video if they do something really cool about Jedi lore or they introduce some really new idea. But basically what they're doing is having a little bit of fun with the new canon, the new Jedi lore, while also invoking a lot of classic things that'll be really familiar if you're a big fan of the EU. So much awesome comic book stuff happening in the next week or so. While you guys wait for all that stuff to post, you can click here to learn all about what's going on with episodes 8 and 9. The producers have already started to tease some big stuff. And you can click here to learn all about the Captain America special that's happening next week. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody, let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.